Then in 2018, I joined Polish Accelerator of Blockchain Technology as my first job ever. I was coordinating creation of a tool that would allow Polish public institutions tracking of Bitcoin transactions on the Bitcoin network. So the major use case was for Polish police in 2018 when there was a ransomware attack on someone's laptop, and the criminalist asked for Bitcoin to be sent on a particular address. Police in Poland had zero way to track such a bandit, and basically what we intended to do was something that is nowadays elliptic or chain analysis, so a tool that would allow police to track down each next transaction from an address of a person that committed the crime. Later in 2019-2020, I was a product manager for software development company. I also spent half a year in Taipei, Taiwan, as an exchange student. And in 2020, I joined Google Cloud as PM, but I always had crypto in the back of my head. And then when in late 2020, early 21, the technical founder of Redstone, Jacob, reached out to me to join his forces and create a new Oracle because Chainlink wasn't efficient enough. I had very little hesitation and joined the ship together with him. A few words about Jacob. I got to know him in 2018 in this Polish Accelerator of Blockchain Technology. At that time, he was a technology consultant. He's an engineer with 23 years of experience right now. Used to be freelance blockchain architect for a couple of projects. So basically very experienced developer. And also he used to be smart contract auditor, freelance and with Open Zeppelin. And in 2020, he won a couple of hackathons, including New York City Blockchain Week. And that particular hackathon, he won with an idea of leveraged synthetics trading. He asked Chainlink for a couple of simple feeds, but Chainlink would never deliver these feeds. And then he started scratching his head, okay, what's the problem of oracles? And it turned out that there are three major problems. One, Chainlink in its architecture is pretty non-scalable for many networks because it was designed in 2018 when only Ethereum thrived. Second, the gas cost of pushing data on chain can also get very expensive, especially when the gas on the network gets high. And the third is adding new feeds in general is a tedious process with Chainlink architecture. So that's what he wanted to solve in the first place. Okay, so maybe like to get some more part of personal story about myself. So I've always been very interested in innovation and creating like startups. So I had two startups before that failed. One in conference industry and the other one for cashless tips at restaurants. And about Redstone itself, in 2021 April, we closed pre-seed round of $500,000 and started working on the first version of the Oracle, which we delivered in late 2021. Hence, in March 2022, we managed to raise a seed of $7 million led by Lemniscap, including Blockchain Capital, Coinbase Ventures, and some other prominent funds. Then in January 2023, we did launch the final version of the product together with Delta Prime, who were our first customers to start on Avalanche. And since then, we grew to over 100 clients across 60 chains, protecting more than $4 billion of value on chain. After the successful launch in May 2023, we also managed to gather prominent angels to support us, like Sandeep from Polygon, Stani from Aave, Emin from Avalanche, Alex from ZK Sync, and a couple of other top players and thought leaders in the space. And then in June this year, 2024, we announced $50 million Series A round. In terms of fuck ups, there honestly weren't that many, so on that I cannot tell you that much, but some of the key differentiators of Redstone is that we are engineers-led company. So Jacob is very seasoned developer. And right now, for a very long time, 80% of our staff were engineers. Right now, we are closer to 70%, but we still keep a very high ratio. And also, majority of the team is located in Poland. We have a physical office, and we value a lot like meeting in person, brainstorming over new ideas and what we can deliver as a company. And that also allows us to have really tight bonds between the team members. So since inception, there wasn't a single person that left the company willingly. Like, we parted ways with some employees, but it was mainly because they didn't pass the probation period, but no one since day one left by him or herself. In terms of setbacks, we were fighting against one of the biggest monopoly in the industry, so Chainlink, and we believe Chainlink has done a lot of good stuff for DeFi, especially allowing for DeFi Summer in 2020. But currently, the Web3 space can rely on like just single provider in oracles. So we are the only oracle providing both the push and the pull model cross-chain, whereas Chainlink is the push one. Also, we managed to establish the number one position in terms of yield-bearing assets. So an oracle for liquid staking tokens, liquid restaking tokens, yield-bearing stablecoins like Ethereum, for example. And right now, we delivered the very first oracle on the space for Bitcoin liquid staking, so Lombard. It's the first of its type, and we're already working for the next ones, showcasing our superiority in these kind of innovative segments. Also, actually today we announced the very first on-chain standardized benchmark for staking called Caesar, CESR, that is produced by CoinDesk Indices and CoinFund. And we are an oracle provider delivering it on-chain as the very first oracle in the space. All in all, we are the fastest growing oracle right now by number and quality of clients. And we are gearing towards a token launch that should happen soon. We cannot say exactly when, but season 2 of Red Snake Expedition with points and tasks is ongoing. And yeah, we are preparing also for that. In terms of alphas, we have a testnet implementation of an AVS on top of EigenLayer, so that restaking can secure our feeds. We've also done an extensive research into Symbiotic, Karak, and some other restaking providers because we believe long-term we are in very good position to tap into restaking narrative, whereas Chainlink nor PIF can do so because of their architectural limitations. And other than that, I would say we are the most pragmatic oracle on the market. So instead of having fluffy and very, let's call it pumped narratives and whatsoever, we just listen to the builders and then we deliver what they ask for in a timely manner. Because in oracle business, redundancy and robustness is number one importance, but the second one is also like time to market. If you can deliver, let's say, within weeks rather than months, whereas the average wait time in Chainlink is probably like 4 months, maybe 6 months.